Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Alyssa Darby Daisy. I do mishmash videos. I had mostly been doing budgeting videos, and then I've just kind of been doing, hey, here's where my life is right now kind of updates. I will tell you right off the bat, I am super behind on doing all my financial tracking and all that stuff, moving money around to make sure it's all in the right places. So I'm trying to get caught up on that, but it's hard because guess what? I had my baby. So stick around to the end if you want to see the gender and name reveal, because I'm going to do that separate. I got video coming home from the hospital, but we're actually 2 weeks old. Sorry, we're actually 2 weeks old now. And if you notice, we got some nice gender neutral green going on here, so there's no clues. But yeah, so it's been a lot. The kids are starting to adjust, and my husband and I are starting to adjust, and it's a lot. It's been a while since we've had a newborn. Our older kids are almost 4, and then the younger of the two is just over 2 years old. So it's been over 2 years since we've had a newborn, and we're kind of remembering all the things. But we're excited, and things are going well, and we love the baby. So I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, I guess I'll toss my birth story in here, just because it was kind of a whirlwind all at once. So I was scheduled for an induction at 39 weeks, and at 37 weeks, 6 days, I thought I might have had my water break, like to where it was just leaking a little bit. So I went into the hospital to get checked out for that, and they said, no, you're not leaking, but your blood pressure's high. And so they had to run some tests and make sure I didn't have preeclampsia, and I didn't. And during all that time, they had the blood pressure cuff on, so it was like auto taking my blood pressure every 10 to 15 minutes. And they had a few that they called them mid-range, which means they were a little bit high, but not high enough for them to keep me, just for them being high. So the midwife, I think it was a midwife that night, she came in and she's like, all right, well, we're going to send you home, but follow up with your doctor on Monday, and, keep an eye on your blood pressure over the weekend if you've got a cuff at home. And I'm like, all right, cool, I can do that. And then she left the room, and while she was drawing up my paperwork, the blood pressure cuff went off again, and it had another high reading. So she came back in, and she's like, okay, well, we're going to send you to a different room to get monitored for 24 hours, and we'll kind of go from there. And so I pulled up my phone, and I started to text the group chat for my family to let them know what was up. And then literally not even probably 60 seconds later, she came back in. She's like, wait a second. You're 37 weeks already, so change of plans. You're going to have a baby. She's like, you don't have preeclampsia, but this is considered hypertension, so we're going to go ahead and induce you. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I called my husband, and luckily I had known when I went in that might be a possibility that we'd go ahead and have the baby. So I did let the kids know that I might not be home for a couple of days, and that if that was the case, then when we came home, we'd have the baby with us. So I called my husband, and he was at work at that point. And so he met me at the hospital, and we started the induction, and started out with just Pitocin, which is, standard for that. And I had informed them that my last birth went pretty quickly once we broke the water. So once they got everything, all squared away, they were like, all right, we're just going to go ahead and break your water now. And I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. And things progressed pretty quickly, not as quickly as with my second kiddo, but from the time they broke my water to the time that baby arrived, it was about 3 hours. And I was stuck at 6 centimeters for quite a bit, and then all of a sudden I was 8 centimeters, and then all of a sudden it was time to push. Like, it went that fast. And I think I pushed about 5 or 6 times, and baby was here. And yeah, so it was quite a whirlwind. And then once baby got here, baby was very big, 9 pounds 4 ounces. So that was my biggest kid so far. I say so far, but I don't know if we're going to have any more. But that was my biggest baby. So because of that, they had to test blood sugars, and they were very low. So we had to do lots of extra testing, and 2 weeks later, there are still healing scabs on this poor baby's feet. Okay, my phone's almost completely out of storage, so I'm just going to finish up real quick. Basically, we had to stay in the hospital just the 24 hours, which was really nice because we were really worried because we had blood sugar issues and we had bilirubin issues, but we got both of them under control. By 24 hours, we were able to come home, introduce the new baby to the kids, and they really liked the new baby right away. And yeah, so now I will go ahead and do the name and gender reveal. See y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.